Classic TV fans, Rick 9G here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about I Love Lucy. More specifically about an episode called Amateur Hour, in which today I'm going to be translating for you what the character Ricky Ricardo says in Spanish. So any English speakers that have no idea what he is saying, I'm going to reveal to you exactly what he says so that you will know from now on. Now, I've made a couple videos like this, and I decided to go back into it and translate more of his Spanish into English, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and see what it actually reveals to us. Now, if you're a fan of I Love Lucy, classic TV shows and movies, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I am thankful to all of you who have done it, and thanks to all of you who will do it because of this video. It does mean a lot, so thank you very much. Let's get right into it. Now, this episode is called The Amateur Hour. It came out January 14th, 1952. It's from season 1. And it's not one of my favorite episodes, I mentioned that before, but it is an interesting one in the series because it starts out the idea of Lucy trying to make some money to afford her spending addiction, I would say. That's what I would call it. She has a spending addiction for things like hats and dresses, and so she decides to become a babysitter. Unfortunately, she lands a job in which she has double trouble when she takes this babysitting job for twins. Now, she wants to make all this money and she gets in trouble, but we're going to talk about the moment where Lucy and Ricky are speaking to each other about a dress, about an expensive dress that Lucy bought, and Ricky is not too happy about this. So he tells her exactly what he thinks. Now, I'm going to be playing the clips of Ricky saying these words in Spanish and then doing the translation of what he's saying in English. Let me get right to it. I'm not going to alter what he's saying and just get right into the translation. In this scene with Ricky and Lucy, Lucy is slyly and coyly trying to tell Ricky about her new dress. Now, it's very expensive, and she's trying to play off how much it costs, and Ricky keeps asking how much, and then he finally learns how much it really is. Which basically translates to, and this little dress. Now, he says two phrases in this one. Esta cochita flaquita. Este pedacito de tela. Esta cochita flaquita is this skinny piece. And then we have this little piece of fabric or little piece of cloth. Well, I'm sure everyone can guess the beginning. It's a bit of Spanglish here. He goes $59.95. Just to let you know, in 1952, if we convert that to today's valuation, that's $671.43. Yep, for a dress. So you know why he's freaking out. Then he continues and says, y después de todo, esto hay que pagar también plus sales tax. So the first part is obvious. He's just reading off the price, $59.95. And then he adds, and later, after all of that, you have to pay also plus sales tax. He adds that all in there. Now you have to remember, yes, it's a bit of grammatical incorrectness there, but that's on purpose because they assume that people don't understand what he's saying, except if you add plus sales tax. He just said the price, now plus sales tax. So he's getting angry saying, well, then after that you have to pay sales tax. And in that frame of reference, it completely makes sense. Now, as I've said previously in translation videos, for the most part, Ricky doesn't say anything absolutely crucial that is story-breaking, that if you don't know Spanish, it's going to mess up the story or the episode. That's not the purpose. But if you do speak Spanish, it adds that extra flavor, a little bit of salt on your food, if to say, or a little bit of whipped cream on your cake, right? It makes it a little more edible, a little more enticing, a little more sweet, because you do get to hear exactly what he's saying. As a little boy, I always understood what he said, and I just saw it as part of the show. Then I realized that some people don't know what's going on and don't understand it at all, and I try to think about it in that way and think, well, you are missing some things, but it's not absolutely crucial. Now that I'm doing the translations for you, it can help fill in the gap. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have another episode and a little section that you want me to translate that I haven't, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to take some of those and maybe make future videos. Thank you so much for your support as always. And don't forget, everyone, be hopeful. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Harold P, Terry Y, Jerry D, Citizen Kane 359, David D, Kevin K, Sally N, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list, make sure to check out the link in the description below for Patreon for exclusive content you won't see anywhere else.